How much of a role do you think music plays in all this?
It's the most important because it's the escape. See, if you hear something 8 times, it programs you. So anything you hear repetitively, whether you like it or not, it's in your brain. So music is hypnotizing. I've hated songs and then I've liked them after I heard them 10 times.
Yeah,
I hate songs and know every word because my daughter likes them and I gotta hear it. You feel me?
Right.
You notice that if you tell somebody something, they don't listen to you, you gotta tell them at least 8 times.
Or they got to hear it from somebody else.
Or they gotta be scared.
Why scared?
Why not?
I don't know that.
If I put a gun in your face, you're gonna do whatever I tell you to do. Right? Maybe sometimes not.
No, he's gonna try to take the gun from you.
No, the answer is
the average. I'm talking about the algorithm, not the individual.
Yeah, right.
Y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there's always, because you know you can always do that.
Right.
There's always somebody that's not. I'm a, you know what I mean? I'm that guy that's not gonna do what everybody's doing, but I'm generally going by what everybody's doing because that's my consumer.
I got a question for you about what you was talking about as far as the prison system is concerned, right? I'm what's considered a recidivist, right? I've been in and out of prison for 24 years, right?
You've been a client.
Yeah,
You've been
exactly.
amazing.
But let me tell you what changed me. One of the main things that changed my mindset was education, right? There's a private institution that gave us a $250,000 education, right? And it's only for a selected few people, right? So my thing is that, my question to you is, with the advocacy that you're doing, what plays are being made to institute like college education into these prison systems across the country? Because I know it worked for me, and I know the statistics as far as when a brother or sister get their associates, they get their bachelors, they get their masters, they do not come back to prison.
This is my plan. Also, if they have a place to live.
Right.
That's very important.
So reentry programs as well.
No, this is my plan. I'm trying to build transitional rehab facilities. Because it's really hard if you're not used to a phone to understand a phone when you come home.
Right.
And understanding you could do banking, you could do it's not a phone no more.
Right.
Honestly, the first thing I would teach somebody before they come home is how to use a phone. How to understand Instagram, how to understand, you know what I mean? Because this is completely foreign to someone that's been away for a long time. You know what I mean? They think they need help, and it's really easy. And I need help. I'm 52. I have people that kind of help me with these things, but I know it needs to be done. So the first thing I do it would be therapy.
Inside.
Definitely. Before you get out there. But I would give you a place to live as well. As long as you're learning and I'm giving you a job, because I would want to make everybody a partner. It's the economic thing that really fucks. There's no real, you're not beefing when you got money. You know, and if you can get your friends some money and you can get everybody some money, everybody's happy. So we can teach everybody how to be rich and also say, yo, if you can't do it yourself, here's a pack. I'm gonna show you how to hustle. It's a roadmap. Anybody can hustle if they're told. You gotta be a dumbass not to listen to someone that's been surviving at it. We just don't give up the game. Traditionally, black millionaires hide. They think they're lucky to survive in a legal way or illegal way.
Right.
So we never have these visuals of what it even looks like to win. So even in my movie making, my next movie is coming out, June 23rd. And it's about lineage. It's about a black family in Detroit that bought a hospital. And they lost it all, and then recently they got it back. And, Tommy Duncan, he sold his company for $120 million. But what does it look like, 3 generations of black wealth? If we don't see it, we don't know what to fight for.
Right.
All we see is what it looks like when you hustle or when you catch a record. So that's all we know what to try to do. Why can't we make money in healthcare? Why can't we sell buttons? Every single thing in here, whoever made anything in this shop at a professional level, down to the caps or the tips on this joint, is a millionaire. But they don't teach us how to sell anything but our soul.
We're gonna dive a little bit, deeper into that after this 5-minute break.
Because I don't eat chicken.
It's two Richard G. Not the one from 146.
I'm a vegetarian.
Richard G.
How long did it take to get?
They call him
A
Little
day.
Rich.
Word?
Look like you.
Yeah, because I watched the documentary, and once I was the documentary, once I knew how much doo, especially
Can't
chicken.
unsee it.
You can't unsee
The
it.
doctor told me chicken is poisonous.
Disgusting,
Look like
bro.
you.
It's
Y'all look
disgusting,
like
bro.
twins.
It's disgusting. You know, it's like it's
I'm still be
100%.
fucking that shit up. I don't be giving a fuck.
Even if it's doo-doo on it,
Huh?
100% of chicken got doo-doo on it.
We clean that shit before
No, you
we
don't.
cook
You
it.
can't clean doo-doo. You can't wipe doo-doo off something. You can't. If doo-doo touches anything, you don't put it in your mouth. You don't wipe it off and put it in your mouth.
This conversation.
So think about this. So you ever, when you eat shrimp? Pause.
For sure.
So you bust that, when you bust the back of a shrimp, that line, that black line is doo-doo.
Yeah.
So imagine if you did that to a cow or a chicken. So when they throw it in the blender, the doo-doo goes all over it. They just bust that shit open and doo-doo all over it.
Trying to fuck up our
I'm not
appetite. I
trying.
love chicken.
I'm trying to tell you the truth.
Right.
Nah, I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what the worst thing in the world is? If my man come home from doing 30 years and being as wild as he is, if he died from a cheeseburger, you know how many of my homies are dying from cheeseburgers? Meat is the #1 cause of diabetes, cancer, and heart
Hypertension.
disease. And what they feed you in the jails. That's it. I mean,
Processed food.
it's not, there's no fruit offered, no commissary that has any healthy option at all. Niggas come out strong but no organs. You can't lift weights and be wheezing. That don't make sense to be strong but have weak organs. Your organs is what count, not your muscles.
Right.
You know, we're not built to digest meat. Dogs are built to digest meat. None of that shit is. And also, if you believe in the Bible, it says God says, "Thou shalt not kill." It don't just say, "Thou shalt not kill humans." Karmically, what if fucking God was a cow?
There's a lot of
I got dogs.
there's a lot of
You're
rules.
just hungry. You say chicken. I don't want
There's a lot. There's a lot of dietary rules.
nigga just burped a chicken burp. There's a lot of it's chicken, my nigga. I don't care. How you gonna trust your oppressor to feed you? How you gonna trust a man who enslaved you to give you food?
I'm not mad at what
At a
you're
mass
saying.
level, how you gonna trust somebody with shit you put in your mouth? How you gonna have a designer car, designer sneakers, and eat cheap food? That shit don't add up. Eat some designer food. Who the fuck wanna be rich if you in the hospital wheezing?
But everybody can't afford that though.
That's not true,
about the
nigga.
health-
Vegetables get grown. If you know how to grow, you ain't gotta pay $1. And that's what
everybody
Farrakhan was trying to teach
But
us.
everybody can't afford that.
Don't
dude.
say that.
Nah,
bro. First of all, well, hold tight, stop. We in Harlem. Don't even happen in Harlem. We can do anything in Harlem. Don't ever say can't to me.
But we talking
You just
about the
hold on. You
systems.
just
We talking
stop
about
for
the
a second.
system, though.
Fuck a system. Hold on. You just told me you had an Ivy League education and you went to jail.
Yeah,
Never
and
say
you know
can't.
what? And you know what I
You
love?
gotta
All right,
imagine.
Dame.
Just don't say can't.
Hold on.
Just
All
don't
right,
start it
you're right
with
about
can't.
that. You're right about that.
Don't start it with, because
There
let me say,
are, hold on, real quick. There's certain communities that, because there's food insecurities in those communities, and it's a
Actually,
public health issue.
No, a food
This is a
desert.
fact.
Food desert.
Food desert. And there's food insecurities as well. It's the same thing.
Let me
Dame.
explain something to you. This is something that they teach you so you don't do it. Healthy food is not more expensive than unhealthy food. Anything that's given to us is given to us to hurt us. Education, religion, and food. I don't trust them to give us anything. I'm not judging. This is not an assault on anyone's character.
Absolutely, you know.
I didn't mean to make you feel guilty.
No.
But what I'm saying is, everybody burping for jerk chicken right now. Everybody that's mad right now saying something is like, burp, I just ate some jerk chicken. But what I'm saying is, I'm just a guy that don't trust people. So, especially the shit paws I put in my mouth.
Right.
But if I know there's doo-doo all over chicken, I know if they actually being farmed and sitting around and doo-doo all day and there's pus all over them and rats run all over, I'm not eating that shit.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.